Good afternoon, everybody. I don't have to make some prophetic statements about the situation now. You can tell it is the afternoon. You can tell people are tired. I also want to say perhaps that's a blessing to me, because I thought as I was seated around there, much has been said. Can everybody hear me? Yes. And I am sure that after all what you have heard, most of you are saturated about the information. I just wanted to say I was invited to this occasion. I did not just come by myself. And when I was invited, it was indicated that this is an education summit. This morning, as I was driving through to here, I had questions about the topic. Because when I phoned yesterday to say, is there any presentation that I have to do? The individual that actually spoke with me indicated, not for all I know. You just come there and listen to the speeches. And I said to the person, I'll be glad to also be educated. But when I came around here, I found that my name is in the program. And then I started reflecting about the situation that this is an education summit. And I wanted to know, what do we mean by summit? A summit, to me, actually a summit is an apex. It's something at the top, something that is at the summit. And when they said education summit, I said to myself, at last, education in Mpumalanga is at the summit. And I want to be part of those people that are discussing about it, especially during this month of the Youth Month. And it was my interest that when I come here, I expected to see a lot of youth that have come to this education summit of Mpumalanga. And I asked myself, if I am here, I just want to know, what is it that the youth are going to say? What is it that the youth are going to teach me? Because I'm a proponent of those negative ideas about the youth. But I'm not alone there. The very yesterday, just after June the 16th, I was watching on the TV some political parties and all saying whatever they have to say about June the 16th, which you know it's a song. But then I asked one of the young guys that I encountered in Witbank, what is June the 16th about? I had several answers to that, and one of them was, it was about celebrations, which, of course, it is part of that June 16. And then there was also an indication, June 16, it's about Hector Peterson. There was also another comment, June 16, it's about Soweto. There was also a comment, June 16, it's about wreaths. We put in the wreaths on the graves of the dead. Those that were political stalwarts, those that have made contributions to this country and to us. Someone said, June 16 is about democracy. And so on and so on. I received a lot of comments about June 16 from the youth. From that very responses that I received, something came into my mind, that we have so many youth and we have so many ideas about what June 16 is about. And when the youth say it is about us, you could actually tell that it is a pride. This June 16, it's about us and it is done for us. and I extend to celebrate. But what are you celebrating when you never worked? There are youth that worked for that June 16 to be here. And that June 16 has got a certain message that it must convey to you. And I further extend that. It is also my duty as a casualty of the June 1976 uprising to propagate the message to you and to indicate to you my lament, my worry about the lack of understanding. That people think when we have celebrated, when we have gone to the reefs, burying the wreaths at the graves and all that, and the political parties have had their platform to say whatever they want to say about HIV, AIDS, and drinking, and all that, and whatever they say, then we wait for the following year, June the 16th to come. And when the following year comes, June the 16th comes, we again enter into a celebratory mood. And after all that has been done, we go again, we wait for the following June 16. We are caught in a trap, in a like a record that in a scratch. That all what we see in this space, which is so vast, for us to can make a contribution and a change to ourselves and to everyone that would come after us. You know, I have a very sad story for you. No one of us will live forever. And one day, maybe, no one of you will be youth forever. I told my students, one day you would not be there. I was a youth at one stage, and today I can tell you, when I was a youth, I was part of the 1976. And when I fought in 1976, I had a target. But today, when the youth of today celebrate 1976 June, what is their target? Except to make noise and chant and have empty slogans. I say the slogans are empty because they are not translated into anything. And I would further say the June 16 celebrations are also empty because at the end of the day, we have nothing at hand. And if June 16 was anything to go by, we should have a certain measure and say, now that we are here, tomorrow we want to be there. And this is what we have to achieve if we say June 16 has any significance or any meaning to us. And the greatest son of the soil once said, education is the greatest weapon that can change your lives. I was elated, I was excited that instead of us going outside, making noise, chanting slogans, for a change, we're taking education and putting it at the summit. We're taking education and putting it at the top. And we have sacrificed most other things that are related with June 16. I'll make an example. The very Friday I had a court case. I'm sorry to deviate just a little. And my court case it's a reality, was in Garangua. I drove all the way to Garangua. And when I arrived there at 9 o'clock, I phoned my lawyer. I said, Mr. Lawyer, where are you? Because I'm here at the court. And the gentleman just answered, I'm so sorry. You know what? I have a problem. My stomach is running. But I drove all the way. You could have stopped me. Why didn't you know I'm sending someone to try and postpone the case for you? I said, oh, fine. But I'm no longer needed because this person is not going to debate anything in court. He's just going to postpone. He says, yes, you can go. I went home. A few hours later, I phoned this young colleague of mine. Look, you're a young lawyer. He's a young guy. He's doing a good job. He's a lawyer. At least he's a somebody. And I said, my master, how are you doing? You were sick? He says, yes, it was quite terrible. I even consulted. Now I talked to the young guy I was with here. I said, my opinion, maybe I'm wrong. If he was fit to can consult and go to the doctor, he would have been fit to come and apologize in court. But that is the type of determination that the young people have. You know, I blame ourselves to some extent, collectively, by not showing the youth what is it that they have to fight for. That is why I went out of my way, unpopularly. You know, people, the trend in South Africa, the trend of us South Africans is to be part of the many. That is democracy. Democracy is about the numbers. Although I subscribe to democracy, I'm not part of the many. And as you can see in this house today, we are not many. And that does not mean we cannot make a difference. It is the commitment within us that is many. And I appreciate that. That the young people can stay until this time, even if they were there day before on the 16th, like this lawyer of mine, imbibing into something that may have cost a stomach bug for them. But they're here today. Because this is important. This is about education. And when you take on education, you may obviously be taking somehow for me, because I'm your teacher standing in front of you teaching you. But before it becomes that, it is yours. For you